Do not worry. So, train the child well. Train the child well. You rest easy. Am I speaking to the fathers? Jesus. Oh, bless your holy name. We want to raise our children well, so that we will raise this in the name of Jesus Christ. Give us the wisdom to raise our children well. Give us the wisdom to raise our children well. Elevate us from boys to men. Elevate us. That impartation of fatherhood, we will impart it into our children with love and care. That we decree and declare that we shall raise our children well in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Please let me read something for you. I want us to bring it to an end so that we can praise more in the name of Jesus Christ. Go to Luke 15. I want to bring the story of the prodigal son because it encapsulates what fathers are all about.
Luke chapter
15.
It's from one verse.
Stop shouting at your children. Stop shouting at them. It's not good. Stop saying nasty things about them. If you're a father and you call your daughter Ashawo, may the Lord have mercy on you. Because your broadcast is unto her. Don't you ever say that to your daughter. It doesn't matter what she has done. Don't call her Ashawo. Don't. It is not the good spirit to impart it into your children. No matter what she has done, pray for her to change. Maybe she went through something that you didn't even know. Maybe some stupid uncle in the family raped her and you didn't know. Have you sat her down to talk to her? Now, my daughter, why are you doing this? Why are you disgracing me and the family? Did anybody mess with you when you were little? She will open up. The Holy Spirit will direct her to open up. I'm telling you. Have you had a wise counsel with your daughter? Your daughter have from one man to the other. Have you had an intimate conversation with your daughter? When she goes to secondary school, do you know what she was doing there? Have you had an intimate relationship with your daughter? Your son keeps changing girls and you think it's a macho thing. Hey, my son, the girls like him. It's a demonic spirit. Now your son is married, the thing cannot come out of him. Always somebody's daughter is crying because he's misbehaving. Stop patting your sons on the back because they are chasing plenty women. And it's an idiotic spirit. Please. The Bible talks about training them in the wisdom, they will not depart. That if you are righteous, your children are blessed. Trust me, if you go and get juju and protection, they will come after your children. When it comes to girls, I'm very sensitive. Because girls are very sweet to their fathers, I'm telling you. So when you mess with them, you destroy their lives. So when you see your daughter, most of the time they are not doing it for attention. Attention can be part of it. But something happened to her. And maybe the mother is so afraid to tell you. Because you, the father, you are like high in the house. You are a dictator, glorified dictator in the house. So the mother is so afraid to tell you. Go in humility. Oh, my wife, this is our daughter's situation. Did something happen that I am not aware of? I'm telling you. Somebody will say, oh, you better go and marry a rich man. Jesus. Do you know how the man makes the money? So go and marry a rich man. Do you know how he makes his money? Do you know how he makes his money? Say, my daughter, marry a young man that comes from a good home, is humble, is hardworking, is loving and caring. That should be your priority. You haven't seen a rich man that suddenly becomes a poor man. It happens all the time. So we the father, we shouldn't tell our daughters, go and marry a rich man. See, go and marry a responsible man. Fathers, are we in the house?
Yes.
Are you there? I want to end with this.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, go ahead.
Then he said, a certain man had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father, give me the portion of goods that falls to me. So he divided to them his livelihood, and not many days after, the son gathered all together, journeyed to a far country, and there wasted his possessions with prodigal living. But when he had spent all, there arose a severe famine in that land, and he began to be in want. Then he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his field to feed swine. And he would gladly have filled his stomach with the pods that the swine ate, and no one gave him anything. But when he came to himself, he said, how many of my father's hired servants have bread enough to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will arise and go to my father, and I will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you, and I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants. And he arose and came to his father. But when he was still a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion.
When he was done, you see, he said when he was far away, that means that when he left the sight of the father was still thinking about him. The father was still thinking about him. I told you about King David and his son Absalom. David misbehaved, ate it is his son who got him off the throne. It's around from 1 Samuel 17-18. The story is there. 1 Samuel. And so when Absalom plotted for the father to be dethroned, and David was working out, some of the elders were like, why you're a mighty man, why you allow your son to take over and run off with the kingdom? And David didn't say anything. He moved quietly, left. Listen. Jesus. But when he heard that his son is dead, he said, oh, my son, Absalom. Do you know why? Because he said, Absalom didn't know Jehovah the way David knew Jehovah. So he's telling us, we, the fathers, that how we know God, we should let our children know the relationship we have with God, give them an impartation. I'm doing it now with my children. I give them impartation. Go ahead.
His father saw him and had compassion and ran.
You must have compassion. No matter what your child has done, he stole your money, he went and sold your property. Your children will do the most unthinkable things against you. But you must have compassion. You must have compassion. That is one of the responsibilities of a father. You must be compassionate. You must have empathy and sympathy, particularly for your children when they are against you. Right.
And ran and fell on his neck and kissed him.
He kissed him. Look, if your child is as dirty as what, you must embrace and kiss him or her. Because they are your seed. The father is teaching us how you protect your seed. No matter what he or she has done, embrace her and kiss her on the forehead. Say, my son, welcome. I love you. You know the most sickening thing about most of African families, they cannot say I love you.
It's true.
It is so heavy in their lips, they can't say it. I love you, son. I love you, daughter. They can't say it. So if a father didn't show you, you can't teach yourself and tell your children. Tell them you love them. Pet them. And they will pet you back in your old age. In the Western world, when you see white people and their children, you can't even see air blowing through them. They are so tight. Those who have the means, even if they are old and they are being taken care of in the house, some of them, they will take their parents home. Some parents, they don't want to bother their children. They will take me to an old people's home. I want to be there, to be able to see old people. And some of them, too, they have the means. They say, I want to stay home. So they will stay home with their children. Some children are so independent, they don't want to stay, but they will come regularly to check on their parents. Some of them are so passionate now, they have video cameras in their homes, in their parents' home, monitoring their parents. Because some of these caregivers, they abuse their parents. So they keep a watch eye on their parents. Because they petted them when they were young. So the emotion is so highly connected. You can say, I love you, my son. On your birthday, you want your sons to call you and wish you. You always even forget your children's birthday. Jesus. Go ahead.
And the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven.
Father, I have sinned against heaven.
And in your sight.
And in your sight.
And I'm no longer worthy to be called your son.
And I'm no longer worthy to be called your son.
But the father said to his servants,
yes,
bring out the best robe.
Bring out the best robe.
And put it on him.
And put it on him.
And put a ring on his hand.
And put a ring on his hand.
And sandals on his feet.
I stand on its feet.
And bring the fatted calf here and kill it. And let us eat and be merry. For this my son was dead, and he is alive again. He was lost, and he is found. And they began to be merry.
I tell you, man, the Bible is just good. Too deep. So when people say there's no God, the Bible, I just laugh. I just laugh at them. But if your father and you know what is, you have a glorious home. I say when your father, you take the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you hug it. You see? Go ahead. There's something that I want to bring, then I will summarize.
Now his older son was in the field.
Yes.
And as he came and drew near to the house, he heard music and dancing. So he called one of the servants and asked what these things meant. And he said to him, your brother has come, and because he has received him safe and sound, your father has killed the fatted calf. But he was angry and would not go in. Therefore his father came out and pleaded with him. So he answered and said to his father, lo, these many years I have been serving you. I never transgressed your commandment at any time. And yet you never gave me a young goat that I might make merry with my friends. But as soon as this son of yours came, who has devoured your livelihood with harlots, you killed the fatted calf for him. And he said to him, son, you are always with me, and all that I have is yours. It was right that we should make merry and be glad, for your brother was dead, and he is alive again, and was lost, and he is found.
Jesus. Jesus. When you have children, try and treat them all equally. Because they watch, they communicate among each other behind you, but you don't even know. Do not treat any of your children super over the rest. Do your best to treat them fairly. You see, the one was in a hurry, he left, took whatever he think belongs to him. The father had compassion, received him back. And you know, when the ring symbolizes a new covenant for the ring that the father gave him. But the other son, who is so obedient, has been taking note. So after he did all these things, you still love him. How about me? Treat your children equally. Do your best. Please, Jesus. This chapter is loaded for we fathers. When you have children, treat them equally. Even if they are from different mothers, do your possible best to treat them equally. Because they have emotions. So you ask yourself, why would the son that is with him complain? Because he has emotion. Maybe all this while, even though he knows he's a good child, the father has not told him that you're a good child. The father has not reinforced it. The father has not said anything. So he was doing his best to be a good child. So when your children do something good, reinforce them. Pat them on the back. Tell them they are doing great. If they mess up, use compassion to receive them back. Like I said, if you have a daughter who has misbehaved, receive her back. Probe further. She needs attention. If you have a son whom you used to pray because he has multiple girlfriends, now he's married, he cannot hold the marriage together. You didn't do well, you didn't advise. So go back and advise your child to do the right thing. Fathers, we have a lot to do to bring up our children. I am praying that I will be a much better father to my children. Hold them like a precious egg. Speak truth to power. When they do something wrong, I'll speak it. When they do something right, I will jubilate. I will celebrate with them. Jesus. Let's learn to say we love our children. Tell them, my son, my daughter, I love you. Don't worry about the material things. Enforce the love to them. Hello.
Hi.
Happy Father's Day to all men. We're going to read one more, then we just close. I didn't mention the women. I have to say something. Jesus. First Peter 3:7. Uyo nyamia wotiasi na wainidi
Osa achada
misi uyo
nyamia
wotiasi
yatwakile wahidi yedaidi uyo nyamia wotiasi osa achada
misi uyo nyamia
wotiasi waidi yedaidi Jesus uyo nyamia wotiasi oide usa achada.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. First Peter chapter 3 verse 7. Husbands, likewise dwell with them with understanding, giving honor to the wife as to the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers may not be hindered. Finally, all of you be in one mind, having compassion for one another.
Yes.
Love as brothers, be tender-hearted, be courteous.
They say we should be tender-hearted, we should be courteous, we should love. What else?
Not returning evil for evil,
Not returning evil. We shouldn't
or
be evil.
reviling for reviling.
We shouldn't be rumors of war. Yes.
But on the contrary, blessing, knowing that you were called to this,
Yes.
that you may inherit a blessing.
Fatherhood is a calling. Fatherhood is a calling. Go to Ephesians chapter 5:23. Fatherhood is a calling. God didn't make you a man by mistake. He said He called us out of darkness into His marvelous light. Jesus.
Ephesians 5:3.
No, 5:28 to 29.
Sorry. Ephesians 5:28. So husbands ought to love their own wives as their own bodies. For he who loves his wife loves himself. For no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, just as the Lord does the church. For we are members of his body, of his flesh and of his bones. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. That is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church. Nevertheless, let each one of you in particular so love his own wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband.
Amen. For this, I don't have to explain. It is Jesus that is speaking. So I don't have the capacity to expand or expatiate or whatever. We have all sinned and come short of the glory of God. Lord, have mercy on us as men, as fathers, and these young men who are potential fathers and husbands to be, that they will do the right thing. They will not make the mistake that we made or our fathers made, in the name of Jesus Christ. Oh, man, it is good to know God. It is good to know God. It is good to know God. It is good to know. It is good to have a relationship with God. It is good. It is good. It is good. Oh, it is good.
Since I met God,
great things.
Great change.
Great change since I met God.
Great change since I met God. There's a great change since I met God. Great change since I met God. What a great change since I met God. Great change since I met God. What a great change since I met God.
The things I used to do.
The things I used to do, I do them no more.
The women I used to chase, I chase them
no more.
The cheating I used to cheat,
The cheating I used to cheat,
I cheat no more.
I cheat no more.
The lies I used to say, I say them no more.
I say them no more.
There's a great change.
What a great change inside. The things I used to say, I say
I say
them.
them no more. The insults I used to raise, I
I do
raise
them
them
no
no
more.
more.
The things I used to touch.
What
What a great change.
Jesus.
Since I
Jesus.
met God. Hallelujah, great change. Since we met God.
Yeah.
What a great change. Since we met Jesus. Great change. Since I met God. What a great change. Since I met God.
Jesus.
Goodbye world, I'm staying no longer with you. Goodbye treasures of sins, I'm staying no longer with you. I've made up my mind
to
go
the
God's
Jesus way
for the rest
for the
of
rest of
my
my
life.
life.
Yeah. I've made up my mind to go God's way for the rest of my life. Goodbye world, I'm staying no longer with you. Goodbye treasures of sins, I'm staying no longer with you. I made up my mind, go God's way for the rest of my life. Oh, I made up my mind, go God's way the rest of my life.
Go to Proverbs 23. You know, the truth hurts. Me, these days, I'm so hard on myself, it's not even funny. But when you get to know Jesus and you want the Holy Spirit to work through you, you must confess. You must say the things that you used to do, you will not do them no more. People must see Christ in you. You are still working on your salvation with tremble and fear. But my fathers and potential fathers, we must lead. When we don't lead well in our homes, the homes crumble. We must be compassionate. We must be level-headed. We must be deeply spiritual. We must be able to tell our children that we love them. Say it, I love you, I love you. Keep saying every time you have an encounter with your children, say to them that you love them. I am telling you, people are weeping in Africa in particular. This generational curse must stop, must cease. We must say we love our children. But we must be fathers in the house of the Lord. We must be straight with Jesus. We must be straight with Christ. Hallelujah. Are you there?
Yes, please. Proverbs 23.
23 from 22.
From 22. Listen to your father
Mm-hmm.
who begot you,
Mm-hmm.
and do not despise your mother when she is old.
Mm-hmm. You see, I spoke a lot on behalf of the children to listen to your parents. Listen to them, Jesus. Listen. Listen to your parents. Especially you, the young women. Get closer to your mother. I'm learning so many things about women. It's not funny. I told my daughter the other day, when you find somebody who said they are interested in you, tell your mother first before you tell me. When your mother says it's okay, I'll buy into it. I'll pray about it. Because there's something buried inside the women, the mothers. When they say, don't do it, don't. You know, be so, my sister.
Yes.
Yeah. We went to do ministration. What happened? The woman, your girl's sister. The Lord spoke that you had a nice young man that you're supposed to marry. You didn't allow him, and you met this one less than a year you married. You see the abuse you are receiving. Mother knows best too. I don't care what they say. Mother knows best. Some of us, we need to consult our mothers. But I'm telling you, mother knows best. And when somebody tells your mother is a witch, it's a lie. Why didn't you choose you when you were here? If your mother is a witch now, that means that after you were born, she was running around. One of the days we were doing administration in the house. A young lady brought a friend, a young man. As soon as he entered, we were praying, the Lord started talking to me about the young man. So I called him out for us to pray. And I said, excuse me, the Lord is saying that there's something wrong with your scrotum. And he said, yes. And then the revelation came again. That the mother is moving around. The mother took this title of Queen Mother. And in the midst of the Queen Mother, I know there's all kinds of allegiance. And now whatever spirit she swore allegiance to want to take the son. So the reason why they were messing with his scrotum is that he cannot father children. He goes, say, Mama, we can't even find my mother. She panicked because they told her that the son would die. So she panicked and is moving around trying to see if she can stop it. I am telling you, mothers are powerful. That day I was humble. I'm telling you, as of my calling is hot. They were all shocked at the house worship. When we were praying and the Holy Spirit descended and started dealing with us, it's not even something that you want to stand the sight of the Holy Spirit. The perfume, you can just feel it in the room. So, fathers, when you are swearing those allegiance, be careful. Because for me and my house, right, for me, they say it like they are chewing, they are eating toffee. Then they will die and leave a mess. And your business grows by the grace of God. Then you go and look for protection. Jesus. Spiritual things. So, fathers, we have a lot to do. Me, I won't swear anything to anything. I want to live. I can die and live, go poor, but I'll leave a legacy for my children. Amen. But me, this should be so bad that I will go. No, it's not. My children should be left alone, make their own mistakes in life. I will guide them and guide them through the things of God. But when you are making the covenants, be careful. Be careful. Fathers, all of us. Today, you have joined some cult. You are making money. You have built mansions. You see your life. Your daughters cannot get married. You must be careful the things we do. Jesus. Fathers. You must be very careful. You must be very careful. When our sons are messing with people's daughters, changing from Janet to Evelyn to whatever, we should not think that it's funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. There's a spirit that is all of a sudden controlling your son. But you being so naive, doesn't understand the spiritual things. Oh, but Jesus, you are clapping for your son. Hey, the girls, they like him. Nonsense. You like who? He's abusing people's children. Now, when your daughter cannot get married, but now your daughter marries, you see, sometimes you must be careful with the things of the spirit too. Now, your daughter is supposed to marry a womanizer. My sister, your daughter will come crying, Daddy, he doesn't stay home. Ask your daddy, what did you teach my brother to be doing to the other women? They your seed. You gave the seed. Yes. Are you there?
Yes. We've read Proverbs 23.
I've read it.
Yeah, already 22.
Jesus. We want to close with what we started with John 10:30. We want our children to be confident and say that I and my Father are one, because my Father taught me well. We want to see my Father. You need something from my Father. Tell me what it is. I can tell you on authority that my Father will agree or disagree.
John 10, verse 30.
Yes.
Let me read from 29. My Father, who has given them to me, is greater than all, and no one is able to snatch them out of my Father's hands. 30. I and my Father are one.
I and my Father are one. Fathers, Jesus. Can our children say that they are one with us? And Jesus is saying that he's one with the Father. Happy Father's Day to all fathers. Particularly to
the Father's Day to
the father of the nation, the president. Because there's physical and spiritual father of the nation. And those of you who have been insulting him, stop. You are mounting curses on yourself. I don't care which political party you belong to. Do not insult the president. If you insult him, he will not be well with you. Because the Bible said, the other day I told you, the Bible said we should pray for people in authority. So we look at the president as also your father. Don't insult him. You can disagree. I can disagree with my father. My children can disagree with me. But they must not insult me, and I will not insult them. So please, happy Father's Day to all of us. And we pray that they will be men, not boys. Men, not boys. And you, the young men who are married now the EPL is on, the soccer is on. Stay home and watch it with your wife. Sign up to DSTV. I know what I'm talking about too. I know because I lived it. And so, I will not tell my children to make that mistake. Spend time. That time will never come again. Spend the time. And then he said, the one young lady said, the husband said, when I drink with the boys, and you see, he didn't call them men, he said boys. Because they are still boys. Jesus, Jesus, oh, Jesus, 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 oh, listen, Jesus, 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 oh, Jesus, Jesus, oh, your nesu Jesus, oh, your chinasu Jesus, oh, your chinasu Jesus, oh, your enra Jesus, oh, your endesu Jesus, oh, your chinasu Jesus, why you guessing? Why you Yesu Kristo ye
kunindi franka
eluti yeredi
kuninda
yebebo
Yesu Kristo ye kunindi
I say the most trouble that is
your presence. Oh, Almighty God, we serve.
glory,
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Everything we need about you is great. Oh, give us strength on your presence. What a mighty God we serve. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Everything we need is great. You are great. You are great. You are great. Yes, you are. You are great.
you are great.
You are great. Everything we need about you is great.
You are great.
You are great.
Oh,
You are great. 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 I say, Baba, oh, Baba, bless this, bless this, bless this, bless this. Baba, oh, Matoro, Bokata, Baba, Jesus, Baba, what friend with Jesus, oh Jesus, what friend? Bring her sister. I want to pray for her. The Lord said I should pray for her. She has a domineering spirit. The Lord said he wants to touch her. The Holy Spirit is working on her. The Holy Spirit is working on her. Because I want her to have a glorious marriage. I want her to be a source of peace and joy in her home. Because this time, that's the Lord. Jesus. What friend with Jesus? Oh, pray with us. Pray for our sister. The Lord said she has a very dominant spirit that we need to break her down. The Holy Spirit will break her down.
Jesus.
Jesus. Release. Disconnect her. Release. 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 From today. From today. From today. From today. Jesus. Give me more oil. From today. We are anointing your feet. From today.
In the name of Jesus.
You'll be of peace. You'll be a woman of peace. You will not dominate. You will submit. Jesus. 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 Whatever is it. Count. Count.
Name of Jesus.
Count.
Jesus.
Count.
Jesus.
Count. Get a cross for me. That dominant spirit. Tell my mother to give you some blood. Jesus.
Jesus.
I want her to be an exceptional wife. The enemy has no foothold on her from today. Whatever bondage you are in, Jesus is calling. In the name of Jesus Christ. We need submissive wives. And we must love them with all our might and all our power. We need submissive mothers and daughters. Spirit of domineering spirit, we are coming against you. From today, you will be a woman of peace. You will be a peace here. Jesus. Jesus. From today, from today, from today, from today, in the name of Jesus. Jesus. Actually, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
I'm not your feet. I'm not your from today, from today. Will Namia?
Nyamya
Utiasi. Nawani.
Waini. Yeda indi. Waine uyo nyamya. Oh, utiasi. Usa. Acha. Da uyo nyamya.
Lord, bless your holy name. Bless your holy name. Bless your holy name.
That's right there.
We thank you, Lord. We thank you, Lord. We thank you. Jesus, 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 Jesus. We praise you, Lord. We praise.
We thank you, Lord.
Yeah, we praise you, Lord.
Jehovah. Logo beni logo Hallelujah.
Let me anoint the soon to be husbands. Jesus. Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Bring the means for him to get married and be faithful to you and to the wife in the name of Jesus Christ. Take his ministry to another level in the name of Jesus Christ. Impartation of humility and service in the name of Jesus Christ. Jesus! 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 I want them to be, I want them to be glorious husbands, that their wives will enjoy them. That through ministry, through your work, their wives will enjoy them in the name of Jesus. Yes. I want you to bless them, Jesus. They are potential husbands. Bless them. I want them to be. I want these young men, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost. I want them to be good sons. For Jeffrey, I want to pray for your father. We are using you as a point of contact. Jesus! Jesus! We declare healing for your father. We declare healing right now. We stand in the gap right now. We declare healing for your father. Oh, Daddy, get well in the name of Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Have mercy on Daddy. Have mercy. Oh, by the time he calls today, oh, the situation might have changed. Because he said, "Se muchinoa, wani ndrimwa seda, hallelujah, oh, nyamiye, nyamiye, se muchinoa, I'm marking with the blood. You be good husbands, good sons. Whatever has been in you that you don't have the love of the fathers in you, may the Lord break you down. Like he brought me down when I encountered him. Break you down, take every pain out of you. Say you will be better fathers. When the Lord bless you with children, you will say, "I love you all the time." You will love your wives. You will do the right thing in the name of Jesus Christ. Sida, hallelujah, Tete nyamie, yebesuwo, Tete nyamie, yebesuwo, seye jawetia, obiara ni ho. Tete nyamie, yebesuwo, Tete nyamie, yebesuwo. Titi nyamie, yebesuwo, seye jawechira, obiara ni ho. Titi nyamie, yebesuwo, seye jawechira, obiara ni ho. Jesus. Say it, Jawechra. Pray for me. To be a good father, to be a good man in the name of Jesus Christ. That these young men that I'm fathering them, that they have been around me, that I'll give them positive impartation to Jesus Christ. Pray for me. Pray for my needs. Pray for my whole body in the name of Jesus. That the Lord can carry me through to do His work. I say, Jehovah, you are. Jehovah, you are. We submit and we commit. This cup into your hand, bless it. This is your body and your blood, Jesus. If anybody's home, take a bread and non-alcoholic wine and have a communion with God. Commune with Him. Jehovah Elohim. Set yourself, before you touch this, set yourself. Jehovah Elohim. Jehovah Donai. Jehovah, you are the most high. The most high. You are the most high. You are the most high. bless your holy name. We bless your holy name. We thank you for who you are and what you are. We lift you up, in the name. We lift you up. We bless your holy name. Oh, Holy Spirit, we thank you for visiting us. Anytime we call you, come to our aid. We pray that this word will simmer down into our spirit man, that will become good fathers, good husbands, good uncles, good sons in the name of Jesus. Because you and the Father are one. We want to be one with our fathers. We want our children to be one with us. In one accord. In the name of Jesus. Ancient of days, as long as you are, you remain the same. Ancient of days, as long as you are, you remain. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, we thank you for the opportunity to dine with you. We have taken the Holy Communion in humility. Forgive us of all our sins, known and unknown, and have an impartation into our lives. For we, the men, we want to be better fathers. We want to be better fathers in the name of Jesus Christ. We want to impact our generation, impact our children, impact people around us. In the mighty name of Jesus, we bless your holy name. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Let's share the grace. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the sweet fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us now and forevermore. Amen. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Shalom, 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 shalom.
Friday, Good Friday.
Ah, elle veut que nous, on se lève.
Catholic machine.